Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University, and Superior Spider-Man issue number 8. This is a War of the Realms tie-in. This is an awesome book. This shows me exactly which character I want him to tie in with for an arc more than any other character right now. And we're going to get into that in a hot minute. First, who made this book? We got Christos Gage is the writer, Lan Medina is the penciler, inks by Cam Smith, and colors by Andy Troy and Eric Arcaniega. Arcaniega. I'm going to go with that one. Sorry. Letters by VC's Travis Lanham. And the cover artists are Mike Hawthorne and Maury Hollowell. And Spider-Man was created by Stan Lee with Steve Ditko. All right. Superior Spider-Man has to figure out how to get the Bifrost working from this side. I mean, he's got a teleporter in the form of America Chavez, and everything that he says in that statement makes her want to punch him right in the face. And yes, that makes sense because that's who the character is. She what do you call it? But she doesn't have the understanding of magic in order to accomplish the goal that he's looking for. But Reed Richards is able to help out with that. Superior Spider-Man is straight up a boss in this, man. But at the same time, he also becomes the inferior Spider-Man for a couple of pages because we get a crossover from the Fantastic Four in New York City over to someplace in Jotunheim where the Marvel Strike Force happened. That was just like a one-off, a one-issue tie-in with the War of the Realms event, which that shouldn't have been only one lousy issue. That should have been a whole lot freaking more, but whatever, is what it is. And this was fun. This was a really great meetup between these two. Octavius meets up with Parker and, the entire rest of the team, and he starts to realize that he's not actually in charge, and just yelling isn't going to make people listen to you, unfortunately. Especially not people with a strong sense of self. Gwendolyn Poole, however, does a whole lot of splaining in this. Like she takes him under the learning tree, and he gets a good education. You can actually see the understanding in his lens-covered eyes, and it's cool. It's a really good, for me, it was a really great moment in this book. I need to see, sometime in the future, I need to see an arc, an entire 6-issue arc, whatever it's going to be, with Gwendolyn Poole, with Gwen Poole and Otto. I just, in this book, I want Christos Gage writing it, and the excellent art team like now, whatever, all that good stuff. I want to see those two working together. I want to see Otto realizing, of course, thinking that she's totally crazy. Funny coming from him. And then realizing that she actually does have the ability to break through a fourth wall and see things from a different universal standpoint. It's almost like she's seeing back into our world. And then the following arc, I mean, what could he do with that information, right? That would be awesome. The hardest part of this story would be shutting it down, why he can't continue using that power. Maybe he could, but he chooses not to because it's a bad thing, being able to break into that reality. And that reality is boring anyway. Just something along those lines. Man, I would love to see that. Love to see something like that. Find something that I don't like about the story. Sure, the Thing is 6 feet tall, even. In this book, like, what the freak is that? Head and shoulders over everybody. Like, Reed Richards is supposed to be taller than him. You know what I'm saying? By just a little. Yeah, no. He's... He is way too tall in this. He should... The way that I'm used to seeing him, the way that he's always been drawn, bit shorter. Hard to say that with a 6-foot-tall guy, right? And a lot wider. Here it's like, let's thin him out and stretch him up a little bit. Looks like, they put him in the lens focus of the old black Kung Fu theater. You remember that? Everything just looks stretched because Anyway, this was a good book. This was a great book. I genuinely enjoyed the hell out of reading this. And there's just so much that we could see in the future with this story. Looking forward to what's next. And what is next? Superior Spider-Man issue number 9? Is the cover in this? Why, yes, it is, oh no, we were just talking about crazy, right? Norman frickin' Osborn. Oh yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be fun. Hey, I wonder if we're actually gonna see some what was his name again? Carnage Goblin, the Red Goblin, the Red Goblin. I wonder if we're gonna see some Red Goblin in there. Anyway, guys, I'm looking forward to it. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.